Call the Corn Palace Entertainment Board meeting to order at 4:02. Motion and second for approval of the agenda.
I'll move.
I'll second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Approval of the minutes from the last meeting. And we did have attendance, and two are missing.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Do you have an extra agenda, please?
Yes. I'll move to approve.
And a second.
That too?
Tim.
Okay,
And a second.
I'll second.
Motion and second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Citizens input. There being no input, move on to the director's report.
Well, it's wow. These things are really
They're
good.
hot.
Yeah, I guess
You can actually
leave it right where it is. Well, we're in the fast times of festival, so we're all cylinders pointing to that direction. A few things to report couple things from last time we met. Dr. Feelgood was really well received and was a nice show on Saturday. Probably the biggest farmers market we also had Saturday. We had 12 vendors, and 2 normal ones that are always there weren't. So had they been, we would have been at 14. One of the colonies showed up, Glenwood, along with a couple of other new ones. So that was great. Let's see. We talked with last week. We met with 4 of the Corn Palace, or 4 construction companies who are still interested in doing the murals for us, and we put out a request for quote. Am I saying that right, Stephanie? A request for quote from them. They had a little time to come in. They met with Jeff and I and Joe Schroeder in order to better understand what it would take to go on the building with the corn. We've asked, I believe he's got a deadline for Friday to come back and present numbers to us, or to, if they're interested still. So we had 4 of them, all fairly local. And so that was good news. Chairs seem to be on schedule for the auditorium. We'll start that process the Monday following festival. We'll take, Rexwinkle will be in to take all the chairs out. Currently, through the 19th, if you're looking to buy the old seating in the Corn Palace, it is currently on Purple Wave. People can buy them in sections. We have not had a ton of interest at this point. I think people have looked at it, but I think the last time I looked, there was only 1 bid. That gets us a long way home in terms of just catching back up from since the last time we were together, unless there are questions specifically or comments. Tim.
Dave, do you know when is the last farmers market? Somebody asked me that.
September 27th, the last Saturday in September. And we will forego the market, I believe, this week, unless that's what I thought too on rodeo week during the parade. But then they all called and said, hey, we want to be there. So who knows? We have the ability on Saturday morning if they should choose to. But right now we have not planned for a ton of that. So, but that may happen consistently anyway, and we'll continue to post as we have. If you're looking for that information, a lot of times you will find it on the Corn Palace's either website for under schedule or on our social media, specifically Facebook. 9 to 11 every Saturday, basically. Anything else? I guess the next part and really the big part for us that we're still working towards today, which I think is the next item, if that's all right, the board volunteers for festival events. Couple of things. If you each night, basically what we're looking at, each night of the concert, we could use ticket takers, scanners, ID bracelets, door watchers or gate watchers. So if any of you are interested and would like to help that night, or if you know, maybe it's your staff, maybe it's friends or family, I have sign-ups in my office. You can either sign up before you go home tonight, or you can reach out to me. Pickleball has them. There's a couple businesses I've reached out to. Performance Pet, who's one of our sponsors, asked them if they would like to do a night of service. They're throwing it around through their management team to see if there's a group that might want to take some small section of that. Asked the Hotspot, who's partnered with us on the farmers market, if they would like to do ushering one night. Friend Coup will help us again this year like they did last year, running the bars, so that we'll have extra bar help, and there'll be 2 of those set up in the front. So as far as volunteering, that's our big piece that's kind of left. Most of the other paperwork's done. We've got some trophies to pick up for the kids' pedal pull on Saturday, but that's kind of what we have left. So if you or anybody else,
doing a fake thing up there?
yes, and Craig told me to remind Gio because he's done a great job of judging for the festival projects, I believe is how we refer to it, up in the Armory. It is the first day of school, so the only change from last year is that we went a half an hour back. Last year we asked things to be turned in by 5. This year we've asked for them to be turned in by 5:30 to give parents who are bringing their kids down to register their project an extra half an hour
that on
before we
Wednesday?
start. Yes, sir.
Okay, that works.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can put me down for ushering all 3 concerts.
Usher, perfect. Thank you, sir.
Put me down as well.
I'll do the tickets as usual.
I'll be here.
I don't know about Friday. I got a football game. I don't know what time.
Dave, I'll be here all 3 nights.
Okay.
Whatever.
I plan to be at all 3.
And I'm not ushering.
Perfect. That's all right. It is.
Al, it's,
It is.
He's really good at it.
I can hold the tickets up.
well, I could handle it for a while,
Okay.
but
Just me.
Okay.
I'm available Saturday.
Perfect.
I'll help Thursday with whatever. Yeah, I can do Thursday too.
I as well.
Awesome. I
Whole
might have to
weekend
have you
off.
guys write this down for me as fast as you're coming at me.
you probably
before
don't
you
have a
go.
lot of
I got
alcohol
a
sales
beer.
on Fridays, so it's,
I don't know, but I took all weekend off. I was like, I'm out.
That's great. Any other questions as it relates to volunteers? And then the only other thing that I had for discussion today was if you have any pending, whether it's sponsorship or other things that you're trying to get done before a festival, we're kind of to the 11th hour. So if you need to, let's tie that up and then just let me know what we need to do with anything that you've been working on, if it's been a sponsor or tickets or something like that. So.
Are we allowed to talk about our big art project yet or no?
Oh yeah, we can talk about the art project. So on Friday, I've been working. The mayor and I have been working with a group called Invest in Our Lands. They're a conservation group that promotes conservation and conservation throughout, both in the political realm and in the public. Basically recognizing farmers. They were at Pennsylvania's Farm Fest last year. This year they're going to be at Dakota Fest, and because they're at Dakota Fest, they had seen the Corn Palace, wanted to be part of that. So I signed a sponsorship agreement with them for that. They will be here on site taking pictures of farmers at Dakota Fest. And then what they're doing with those images out at Dakota Fest is they're on a big X. I think it's 12 foot diameter X that's 16 feet tall. And it's just the faces. Basically, they're advocating the stories of farmers and their need for conservation and how important it is in their operations. Then we are going to paste. They're also going to do that here during festival. Some of those images we are going to paste on the brick facade around with, I think it's called rice paste, because it washes off. So if we get a heavy rain, it'll all come down. But they're 24 by 36, just headshots, and basically just so they'll go on the brick around the base of the building, and then we'll also go down by the bandstand as the brick comes up, not covering any murals, not covering anything like that. A little bit on the glass right in front. If it goes bonkers and they get lots of people wanting to be part of this art project, we'll maybe continue to circle both City Hall and the Corn Palace, even on the east side. It'll be up just through Labor Day, and then it'll come back down, and our staff will take that down. We agreed to we'll make something that'll be interior once the project's done, and we have some imagery from this. It's called Inside Out, and it's basically talking about bringing art from the inside to out. They've gone and done this in several cities throughout the U.S. On the sides of buildings, kind of like the great big grain bin sketches or murals that have been done on grain elevators. So that's kind of their deal. So they'll be in Friday. We're going to do a kickoff event on Thursday night, just before the Leighton Lee kicks off on the stage. We'll do a quick. There's some local farmers who will speak. They'll speak, and we'll welcome them to Mitchell, the mayor, and I probably, or just the mayor. And so that's exciting. It's kind of going to be a cool opportunity, and we'll go from there.
It sounds really awesome. Will we be inviting our current grower and any past growers that have grown the corn for the festival?
They have all been in contact with them, and they've asked them to submit early photos because they would like to go with some of those folks right on the face. But I know Dean was asked, and several. They've been in communication. They're doing most of all the legwork, and they're doing the pasting and those types of things. 401 Create, which is LifeQuest, is also kind of being paired in if they need extra help. Jessica Calise and her team are willing to help bring some folks back in. Pretty straightforward, not a lot of detail work in it, so be a good project for a community project. So
Time for just for information, time for the shows for us, the volunteers to be here.
yes, so we're going to open the doors each night at 6:30 for volunteers,
Okay.
or excuse me, for the public.
Public.
So 6:15, 6
Oh,
o'clock,
okay.
right, somewhere between 6 and 6:30 to get in.
Okay.
And then we'll kick everything open and go from there. We will be, just as I believe they did last year, the pit folks will all enter on the south side,
Right.
and the seating will enter from the main entrance on the west side of the building.
So if we have anybody that comes in the front, their pit, we direct them.
Yeah, or we can take them through, because there'll be a person stationed at the pit entrance. So even if they come in with friends, let's say, and come in the west side, but they'll have a quicker access, if you will, or wouldn't
Right.
have
Yeah.
as long of line if they go to the south. But no, we'll just let them all in, because it'll scan the ticket and tell us they're there no matter what, and it'll come with they'll get banded accordingly. That would be the part of it that we would need to. They would need to maybe get redirected over there and show their ticket again. So, to your point, John, now that I'm saying it out loud, maybe it is easier to say, if you go to the other door, you'll get your bracelet, which gets you. You can't get into the pit without it. So that's maybe a better place to go get it instead of letting them come through on the west side. It'll be fast anyway. It won't take long for them
Right.
to get in.
What 6:15 till what? I'm going to ask my staff, if they can help too.
Oh, sure.
What time usually is it till?
It's just going to be it's probably till we kind of kick off, so it's probably in that 7:30.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's about an hour, a strong hour.
Perfect.
And then as long as, and if you would like to stay and would like tickets, we'll make sure that there's tickets printed. So if you have a chair, or you're welcome to be in the peripherals as help, and just listen from wherever. And you're essentially off duty
Right. Okay.
after that.
Perfect.
So,
Cool.
Yeah.
That all? Ready for executive session? Have motion and second to enter executive session.
I'm first.
Second.
Tim,
Oh, wait,
All-
I missed the motion and second.
Oh,
Gio and
Gio.
Tim.
Thank you.
And Tim. All in favor signify by saying aye.
I
aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.